Welcome back to Rodmarton Farm on Farming Simulator 25. Thanks for joining me once again. Few little things to talk about today. So today is now, what are we, Tuesday the 14th of October. I love how this looks in the this change of the season. I really like this road. I hadn't noticed it before. Yeah, few things to go over. Why have I got some random green grass there that hasn't changed out? What needs to happen there? That's me, that is, messing that up. Yeah, look, there's a big old patch of it back there as well. Have to try and remember to fix that. Yeah, a few things to talk about. So, did my first ever live stream this week. Basically did one of the contracts. Why have I got super strength on? Let's toggle that off. Thank you very much. Yeah, did my first ever live stream. So, a couple of you came and joined me. Really grateful. Dome from Discord, who's also one of my members as well, bless, and yeah, really helpful, really supportive, came straight on just to help me out, sort of iron out the creases in it, to work up the audio issues and things like that. So a few things taken away from that, and yeah, and far easier than I thought it was going to be. Not as daunting. Might be a bit different if there's, like, you know, 15-20 of you in there at any given time chatting away to me and I'm trying to concentrate on farming and talking and things, but yeah, so definitely going to do that and do that soon. I'm thinking next week or maybe even this weekend. The ironic thing is, if I do it this weekend, this video will come out after I've done it, so we'll see. Yeah, so happy days. Few new mods I've brought into the save. So Scroft released his sort of must-have mods for PC. They're primarily script mods. Most of them I had already, but there were a couple. Is this the way to the field? Yes, must be. Is it going to take me to that field? And I actually need... I'm going to have to check out from a bird's eye, because I don't want to get this wrong again. Yeah, it's going to have to be down there. And then in on the right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, a couple of mods on there. So what you'll see on the bottom right hand side of the screen now is some additional information. As he said, I say that as I got out the tractor. What an idiot. Some additional information. I have no idea what mod is doing that. But yeah, it's pretty cool. There's some new stuff on there, so I'll see how that sort of works out. That's cool, bumpy things there. The I like this track, Martin. This is proper. It's just like the moguls. Holy moly moo! I mean, it's bouncing my, even with the weight. I do like the alternate axle on this. That mod is class when you can see it sort of doing its different work. It might do it a little bit there. It's typical, isn't it? Just as I need it to, and I zoom in, it stops doing it. Also got some additional information there. So you got damage painting on the tractor and things like that. Weight. I don't know what those things are. Fuel, obviously. I don't know what the purple one is. The 48 litres. Don't know what that is. The other thing then is you've got this live screen that is actually, you can zoom into with shift and spacebar, and it's actually, you can, as you move, it will give you live info on your screen. I think that's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So yeah, so we're going into December. £24,000 in the bank. This is a contract, so nice and easy, really. Let's drop this down, get myself I'm gonna go for 3 headlands. No, let's start there, and hopefully in a minute we'll see that percentage change so that we know that it is working as it's meant to. Come on, my friend. Come on, give me a 1%, just so that we know. I mean, it's got to be working, hasn't it? He says, still on 0. I wonder if, I always forget if these show it. Yes, they... Now, I thought we were cultivating this. Ah, look at that. Happy days. I've just turned too many things off there. Right, so there we are. So we're happy we are cultivating. This is obviously going to take an eternity, this field. So just thought it was a good chance to sort of have a quick chat before I do this off camera and then bring you back in next month. I've moved all the sheep inside. There's a bunch of them now due to have a bunch of babies, 2s and 3s. Sort of March, April time. So that'd be good, just as they're kind of coming back out into the main field. I'm going to have to buy them a couple of grass bales, and they're not going to have enough grass now to get through winter in the shed, so we'll need to sort that out. Trying to think, what else? There was a couple of mods on Scroff's first video that he brought out that I didn't have. Maybe 3 or 4. I don't know. I should have made a bit of a scribbled them down. But anyway. Yeah, and just I'm really excited about the streaming stuff. I've put it off for so long. I'm being sort of like so worried that my internet isn't going to be good enough, and I'm not going to know how to set it up, and I'm just going to be an absolute, kind of tool. And I am a tool at most of FS related things, but yeah, and really exciting, really exciting. So really looking forward to that. We've got, I keep saying I'm a lot tonight, sorry. My voice is still really bad from the weekend, so do excuse me and my squeaky tones. Too much shouting at the NFL game on Sunday in Tottenham. And I think maybe a little bit of the dreaded man lurgy, or possibly COVID, who knows, coming on. So yeah, I feel like toilets today, so isn't it a shame that the borders on maps, and it's every map, it can't be helped, I know, but it just doesn't, like, I don't like looking that way, but then I don't want to be in the trees. Yeah, so a few things to sort of kind of plan now really as to what I'm going to do with the stream and how that's going to work. Initially I was kind of thinking just to use this Let's Play and bring it on and just do it on there. So if there's a job that we can do a contract on, then I wonder if that's just a bit boring. So maybe I need to go a different way with it. So maybe we do a challenge series that's on a stream. I don't know. Any thoughts? What's when you're streaming, or sorry, I should say when you're watching FS streams, what is it? You actually like? What is it you enjoy watching and things like that? The latest episode of this series would have come out, and it'll drop Wednesday. So where are we now? The Tuesday? Oh, actually, no, this one will come out before the weekend. This will be the Friday episode, won't it? We'll have one Wednesday, one Friday, and then we'll go around again. I'm a little bit worried that some of the stuff I said in that episode is going to get taken out of context and people aren't going to like what I'm talking about. But I am honest, and I am really honest about my sort of situation and the series and stuff. And I know people say, you don't chase numbers and it just needs to be natural and so on and so forth. Like, and I get, I do get all that, and I it's not that I don't agree with it, because I do agree with it. But I also sort of need to, like, I use this channel for processing my own information and my own sort of kind of thoughts and a little bit of stuff that's stressing me out and playing on my mind. So I just talk openly about it, and one of the things that does play on my mind is how much time this series, or this whole venture, as in like the series, but as in content creation, takes away from just life, you know, and it's great. I really enjoy it. There's no part of me that doesn't enjoy it. I love it, and I may not be brilliant at it, but I do enjoy it, and it's one of the few hobbies I've ever had where I'm not terrible at it. I mean, kind of not great, but I'm not terrible at it. And you know, at the same time, it's been my hobby since I was a child playing computer games. I've had so many computer systems. I mean, I started off with the Commodore 64. That was my first one as a young lad in the probably, yes, in 80s. Maybe not 80s, maybe 90s, was it, the Commodore 64? I don't know. And then, yeah, you know, from there, you know, Sega Mega Drives, Nintendo, Super Nintendos, I even, you know, I've had the Dreamcast. It's like pretty much most systems that kind of came out back then, I picked up at some point. N64, various PlayStation, Xbox, you know, so I've done my time with it. So gaming has always been a huge part of my life. So to be able to play games and create content of me playing games is like, it's like the perfect job for me, really. I'm not very good at those games, you know. That's not what this channel's ever meant to have been about. But yeah, I do get a lot of enjoyment from it. But there has to come a point where I go, right, you know, is this achievable? Is this manageable? Is the impact on my time for my family too much? And realistically, the only, you know, the goal has always been that it has to sort of subsidize life a little bit, you know, and I can, you know, reward and thank my family somehow with for their patience and understanding by going, right, okay, I'm gonna you know, spend a bit of money and time with you guys, and you know, and I get that, because I turn down work to do this stuff, because I record. I mean, I don't even know how much time it takes me a week to do the things. I mean, the roleplay series especially takes the most amount of time. You listen to Scruffed, I think he spends about 8 to 12 hours a week just on the farmhand. Now the farmhand is incredible, and his editing is far more intricate and detailed and advanced than anything I do. But you know, I probably spend a good few hours doing the homecoming. You know, I'd probably say at least 4 or 5. It's just that's, you know, the way it is. So then when you add in then an episode might take a few hours to record, depending on what you're doing. I guess you probably can easily push into this towards the 8-hour mark, really. Add in then a couple of Let's Plays a week if you're doing something like this, where, you know, I'll cut away from you guys in a minute, and it'll be a case of getting up and down this field for the best part of an hour. That's wicked. I love to play. But then this recording will probably take 2 hours to do, 2.5 maybe. Then you got a little bit of editing on the other side, so it all adds up, doesn't it? And it's got to be worthwhile. But at the same time, I appreciate I'm not going to be seeing, you know, 20,000 subs within a year. That it doesn't work like that, and you've got to earn it. And if it was easy, everyone would do it, and I know all those things. So I mean, the one thing what I do want to kind of take away from all of this, and that's no matter, you know, how long I do this for, the guys who have supported me, the members who get their name at the start of every homecoming or on the role plays, who are all within Discord, they all talk to me, and you know, like are super open to conversation. And as well, MartinMLGAMER, who's been an incredible kind of friend to stumble across and come onto the Discord and help me out so much. But those members, I owe them so much, and I'm so grateful that every month, bless them, you know, their subs come in and they keep the channel going. You know, because I run at a loss. I spend more on editing software and, you know, bits and bobs to make the footage that I receive in subs, and probably my monthly YouTube revenue. You know, the revenue on videos is really low. Like unless you're a massive channel, it is really low. So yeah, so I run this at a loss, and if I didn't have them blessed, then there's no way I could justify, you know, just burning money every month, even if it is just a small amount. But like, whoops, I just dropped my controller. Yeah, like we live to our means, and in our house at the moment, we, you know, I've talked about what we've gone through this year, with the new house and things. So like every penny, you know, is sort of accounted for. So yeah, it's without those members, I honestly, I'd be lost without them. So I'm exceptionally grateful for them, and I've always been really humbled by just their willingness. And there's an element of guilt if I miss episodes or I can't put content out and stuff. I feel horrifically guilty, and I've spoken to them previously about, you know, like suspending like subs and things, and they've never done that, bless them. So thank you, and thank you to anyone who's subscribed on the channel, because here we are, about, I think, 21 subs now away on YouTube from 2,000, and this time last year I think I had about 20 subscribers. So, you know, it's a huge leap in that first year. It's incredible. And, you know, everyone who's on Discord now, I think we're ticking over nicely, and we're into sort of, I think we've got about maybe 15 members, I think is our number at the moment. And, you know, it's never going to be, it's not the busiest Discord in the world by any means, but it's a really nice community. Like, everyone is really friendly and understanding and helpful, and look out for each other, and are always willing to try and like problem solve and talk about random things that, you know, if we're having issues with a game, or sharing our content and ideas and farm builds, and, you know, it's a lovely place to be. I'm really pleased, and that's what this was always meant to be. This was why I started it. I started watching Mr. Seeley P videos and Daggerwin when my mental health was just in the toilet a couple of years back, and I just wanted to kind of come on here and find a little handful of people like myself and just create that sort of safe space. Now the channel has, you know, instinctively developed and sort of not outgrown that by any means, because that's the sort of core value of what I want, and what I would never tolerate is anyone sort of, you know, any sort of negativity and sort of issues towards other members, or sort of talking ill about people and things like that. That is the sort of at the core of everything. Oh, hello, Mart, you got a floating tree there, mate, right on the edge of the map. Stumbled across that one, sorry, mate. Well, he's a bit of a floater and all. How have I not spotted that? We didn't spot him. Right on the edge as well. How annoying is that? One for a future fix, mate. Yeah, so that's like the sort of core values of what the channel is always meant to be about, and it's obviously outgrown that very quickly. And hopefully in the background there are people who watch this and take a bit of solace in, you know, just hearing a voice, and someone who's not particularly serious about anything, or like doesn't take it, or certainly don't take myself seriously, and plays the game in that sort of way, you know, leaves the errors in, and it plays it ugly, and it isn't, you know, like the slogan says, we're playing for fun, not perfection. So, but anyway, that's a little bit of a rant, 20 minutes worth probably, to be fair. So I will get rid of all of this now, get this contract done, which should bring us in just under, look at that, 26,999, just under 27,000. So that'll help us going into the through this sort of winter time, get us into January. Depending on what the contract is, I'll probably just get it done and maybe look to bring you guys back in February. I'll keep an eye on the sales, but I think what I might do, unless there's something really incredible pops up, I think what we might do is start doing the sales searching. I was quite intrigued at speaking to a few different people now who've said it, where they just don't use, I think Martin was the last one who was talking to me about it, like they don't use the shop for waiting for everything to come in on the used vehicle sale, because this happens. You can have a screen full and it's like there's like 30 items on, then all of a sudden there's only 4. So I think what we'll start doing is picking out exactly what we want, and then sending the shop out to try and find that for us, which would be quite a nice way of doing it if as and when we get some money. And then, you know, because we can use the leasing system, then we could start doing that as well. So we could put things on hire purchase and away we go and start upgrading and investing in the farm. And other than that, I mean, it's just jump through the months, I guess, isn't it? There's not much else for us to sort of rush through, as it were. And let me get on this final third headland. So yeah, so I'll keep a little eye on that, but chances are I may have to buy a couple of grass bales and grab hold of them, but other than that, it won't be anything particularly crazy, and I'll bring you guys back in February. Okay, February the 1st. So basically just did 2 cultivating contracts. So we're up to £63,000 in the bank. Have downloaded a load of mods. You'll have seen one then on the door by there, that little sneaky X. Can I turn that on or off, or is it always going to be there for the outside? That's a bit weird, that. So you can't get rid of that symbol, but if I press the button to open the door, can I close it again from the outside? Yeah. Like that. So I can open the door like that. I'll hop in, but then I can't. I have to like reselect that symbol to like get it and highlight it and make it go away. I kind of wish it just automatically came up. I don't know if there's a way of doing that. Like the activate interactive control and deactivate interactive control, that it's just automatic when you hit it. Like it do you mean like I don't know. I mean, if I hide the HUD, does that? See, even when you've got the HUD on, it still shows up. That's a shame, because I really like this mod. Really like this mod, especially for like the roleplay element. Anyway, we have a new warning light on our tractor. So we have a little yellow triangle. If I remember rightly, can we see? Let's have a look here. If I go into the garage and then into here. Yeah, there we are. So 6 months ago was our last service. I gotta be honest, I'm quite tempted to buy a new tractor, which is ridiculous because we don't necessarily need one. And I think what we should concentrate on is actually... I know. Is fields. Now we could buy a grass field. Just take a loan out, get a £75,000 loan, and go and buy... I tell you what, let's have a little look. A grass field. I just feel like it's a bit same old. I mean, we could do 43 there plus 30, so 73. So I mean, we could do a £75,000 loan of 2 grass fields, give us something to work with there. I mean, all these other surrounding fields are going to be too expensive. 279, 77, 208. They're just too much for us at the moment. 366. Because they're big old arable fields, these ones. 284. And I mean, that's 28. I mean, it's tiny, isn't it? I mean, I don't know. I think we might have to do that. And then just so we can get some money turning over, just keep it. Even if we just turn it into silage, it's something. Now, the other thing that's gone on sale is, where is it? Is this. Now, instead of a tractor, if we did hire purchase on that, if I go the collector version as well, so we need 250 horsepower, but we've got that essentially. Get rid of the plate for a minute. Right. So hire purchase on this, if we put, say, 16 down over 5 years, I mean, £940, 815. So £800 on top of what we're already paying out, which is a lot. So we'd be looking at £2 grand a month then. we should just get rid of some of these. I don't know. I really don't know what to do for the best. I mean, we're going to have to go and service this thing anyways. There's, you know, that's neither here nor there. So we'll get up to the shop quickly and have a little look at what contracts, if any, are available. At the moment, it's just a harvesting contract. Yeah, we'll have to make a decision, because I'd love to get a new tractor, and I have sent out a search for one in particular that I'd like, and I have owned before in a series once upon a time, and would like to own again. It's probably my favourite, and I watched a YouTube video this week and it featured, and I thought, I missed that tractor, it's pretty cool. So we'll see if that comes back, and maybe look to get that, maybe get rid of this then. Now, I've turned off, but I thought, no, obviously I haven't. Go away. Ah, there we are. Yeah, so there we are. So I just don't know. I mean, we got the sheep are doing okay. They've still got enough food, haven't they? Just about. Yeah, 7,000. I mean, they're going through, let's have a quick look at their stats. I mean, they're going through 2,500 litres a day at the moment. It was a day, wasn't it? Not a month. Yeah, a day. So they will run out of grass again this month. So we'll have to give them a couple of bales before we can get them back out. Probably maybe March, April time, depending on if we've got any meadow grass. What I don't get, I don't think they've produced any wool. I can't remember what the reason is for as to when they produce wool. Is it just they produce it in the summer months, like they would in real life? I'm guessing. I can't remember what why they don't, but I'm guessing it's that. But we shall see. Real time, the jobs have taken me ages. It is now actually Wednesday, 10 o'clock at night. So yeah, it's gone on quite a bit, because all the cultivating jobs, they're not fast, are they, unfortunately? Right, let's knock you off. Let's see where we're at with you then. So we're certainly going to repaint you. We don't want to replace tyres. We're going to go into repair. And we're going to say an inspection, please. 1 hour and 11 minutes. Fab. Oh, I tell you what I haven't done is I need to sort. I was messing around with something earlier and I changed the timings to slow it down. So let's knock that back up to 5 or 6, 5, wasn't it? We were on. So that would take 20 minutes in real time. So just very quickly, but I mean, what do we do? What do we do? Do we buy some grass fields? Those two make the most amount of sense to me, I think. These are all too expensive. That's 100. Well, if you took a 75 grand loan now, we could get it, I guess. That's, what is it, 7.5. That's going to be sandy loams, good quality as well. What's this one? That's loam. Hadn't thought about that, had I? Come over here, my friend. So what we got? We're saying loam and sandy loam. That's pretty decent, isn't it? If I remember rightly. You don't particularly want loamy sand. That's not great. Sandy loam. Is loam the best one? Sure it is. That's a funny shape. We don't like that. That's not too bad. 112. That's the boy we want, isn't it? 71,000. 5.54 acres. 3.3 plus 2. Yeah, that's the one to buy if we're going to do it. So we could buy that and then maybe put the new mower on it to make our life a lot easier, sell the other mower. Maybe that's what we do. Maybe that's what we need to do. Right, let's jump forward an hour at least and get this sorted. Hopefully this will... You've got to do it like this, I think, as well. I think you have to, like, let the clock do its thing. There we are, inspection complete. Because if you sleep, it doesn't work. It keeps the, I'm sure it keeps the time as where it was. So, repair. Thermostat is partially stuck. CVT temperature is unstable, leading to a risk of overheating during prolonged work. Stage model, £4,000 to repair. Man. And so £10,000 maintenance and repair. Or we could just sell it for 48 now. Oh, gosh. And the track that I've asked for isn't available. Right, I'm going to take a risk here. And it might be a really bad choice, but I'm going to sell this tractor rather than spend 10 grand fixing it. And I am going to increase our debt. And I'm going to buy this. And I'm going to wait until I get the tractor that I want. And we're going to buy that. And we're going to rack up a load of debt. And hopefully get through the next few months with a decent contract or two here and there. So let's do it. Why not? Bit of fun, isn't it? No plate, thanks very much. I mean, do we really need to change the tyres? Like a BKT always, so... I mean, 81 grand for a lawnmower. It's insane, but it'll make it quick, won't it? So, let's go hire purchase. What do we say? 20% down? And we'll go 5 years. And we'll go option... I mean, does it matter? Total cost, I mean, we'll go option 4. Just to try and reduce it by that extra bit. Okay, so we're going to buy that. Excellent. We are now going to... Where are we? All right. Sell that for 48. You've been good, Fent. You have been good. Thanking you. We are going to take out a new loan. And we are going to take, what's it saying? Maximum 673,000. Blimey. 75,000 over... let's have a think. I mean, that's a massive loan, isn't it? Can we, would you take probably 10 years? Be fair, I guess. Take the loan. So right now, we actually look at how tragic this is at the moment. We've got our current HP, which is at 2,000, but we've also then got our loans coming in at another 1,000, so that's 3,000. So whatever our tractor is going to be on top of that as well. So, oh boy, this is a big commitment. Right, let's have a little look. So if I go down here and we wanted Bart's, no, it wasn't Bart's, was it? It was Ridder's. And we will visit you. It's rubbish. But we can't do much with it anyway. So let's have a look. If we buy you then for 71 grand. Here we are. Happy days. Out of interest, how much is this going to cost us? 2,100. Yes, please. Okie dokie do. So, what can we do to improve you anytime soon? Your pH levels are really good. That's excellent. You are... Oh, okay. So we got to sort that out then. Your nitrogen's low. So, got to get on top of that. Now, tragically, we don't have a tractor to do anything with that. How have I got 96,000 at the moment then? Oh, because I sold my tractor for 40. Yeah, okay, fine. So, what we can now do is, let me think about this. How are we going to do it if we haven't got a tractor? I think we're going to have to just jump day by day and see what we get. So let's Let's jump to 8 o'clock tomorrow. I should have checked the contracts then, actually, to see if anything had changed. Maybe. I also don't know how long this I've been recording now. Probably 15 minutes. I'll call it that. The Fent. Right, okay. Let's have a look. What are you, 171? Same as that one, isn't it? Yeah, it's no good to us. Okay. So, contracts-wise, still... Oh, there's a ploughing contract, but we don't particularly want to plough anything. Right, okay. So, instead of going through the day, we'll just see if those contracts change quickly. Where's the timing? 360. Let's move over to the shop whilst I think about it as well. Is it up there? I need to sell the mower. Now, ideally, I'd bring it up here, but... I mean, we could do that, couldn't we? Why have I come into the wrong place, haven't I? Can I jump this fence? Oh, no. Oh, dear. Okay. Lazy. Super duper lazy. What time are we looking at? 11 o'clock. Right, let's knock the flight mode off. Deutz is for sale, but again, I don't think it's going to do us. No, far too small. So, no good. No good for us. Let's check our contracts. Still nothing. Still harvesting and ploughing. Yeah, we're not going to get what we want, do we? So we may as well stop that from being rapid. Let's go back to 5. So what we'll do is I'll have one more go, but instead of it being 8 o'clock, we'll just jump to... We'll take a risk and we'll go to about 11:30. Why's my phone going crazy? My eldest. Her nose, she's broken her nose? Oh my god. Jesus Louise. Right, let's have a look. Well, that's fun. Still nothing there, so... Still searching for my 8S. We're in a bit of a pickle here, aren't we? An absolute pickle. I don't want to just buy it brand new. I really want to try and save some money, so we're going to have to do a month without even doing a contract, but there's no contracts for us to do, so there's nothing, you just can't help it. There's nothing to do about that, is there? However, the good news is, whilst I think about it, if I jump down here, back to our sheep, visit the sheepies. Oh, I still didn't do that grass. No wool. So someone explain that to me. But you guys are going to have some babies pretty soon. So there's 16 of you in here. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll jump forward until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. And that should take us into March. At which point you guys should be having some babies. So let's see what happens. Let's have a look here. Still only 16. Loads of vehicle costs. Ah, okay. No, you're a ram. What are you? You're a ram. 2 babies. Expected 7th of March. Why not March? Interesting. Oh, I also bought the herdsman, obviously, to get him in there. That was that on the floor by there. Okay, nothing in the sale. Brilliant. Thanks ever so much. Contracts. Right. Okay. Square bales for 20 grand. Haven't got a tractor. but we will accept that, I think. How long have we got to complete it? 62 hours. So we've got time. That ain't gonna lose that. So what if, for just one last time then, we jump forward to 9 o'clock tomorrow and see if anything pops up in the searches? And if not, we might have to just bite the bullet. And you know what's going to happen? The minute I buy that tractor brand new, we're going to get the notification that it's come through on the sale. And I'm going to be very frustrated. Class. Ay, ay, ay. Unread messages. Yeah, you need grass, don't you? I also forgot about that. So we got big old Fempa there. Yeah. Blinking heck. Now this doesn't need much power, does it? 115. So why don't we then? Oh, because my rules, I can't lease and it's got to be my own equipment. Are there any babies yet? No? Okay. We'll do a delivery rather than go to the shop to collect. So we'll drop that there and we will buy some bales to get by. Bales, grass bales, liftable pallets. Thanks very much. We'll have 2 of those, please. Thanking you for 5,000. Lovely. I know, guys, you're going to get fed now. Don't worry. It's coming. It's coming. Let's get it over here. There you go. Happy now, aren't you? Eh? Oh. Fish. Cakes. 2 of them have died. 3 of them have died. Ah, which ones were they? I didn't name them, did I? So I got no idea. Ah, that sucks. I'm so stupid. Now, the only saving grace is, and I hate to say it, but I think 2 of the rams are dead. Certainly 1. 2 unhealthy. Yeah, but... so you're due in March. You're due in March. You're March. March. April, March. You should all be dropping babies. What's going on? Oh, I'm so annoyed I forgot to do that. I was talking about their food as well. Too distracted with bloody tractors, for God's sake. Oh, mids. That's so annoying. I don't want another Fent. We've just got rid of a Fent, and that's less powerful, and that's too small. So we're going to give it 1 more go then. 1 more go into tomorrow. Yeah, because that's right, next is March the 2nd. We can still then, even if I've just got to go and buy it brand new, we'll have to start 8 o'clock in the morning to give us half a chance to do that baling contract in a whole day. Oh, I'm so annoyed that I killed those 2 sheep. Stupid me. I'm very worried about how long I've been recording for now. I may have to do a bit of cutting. And still no tractor. You son of a gun. So what do we do? What tractor do we get? Let's have a look. I want it over 300 horsepower, so the cheapest one there is the Case Puma 230. Oh, I've got these ordered. Have I price ascended and disable? There we go. That's better. Right, so 180s, 230, 185s. I'm just looking for the first one that's going to hit the 300 mark. 271 on the Valtra. I don't like a Valtra, I got to be honest. I mean, it's cheap, isn't it? We got the class there, 295. That wouldn't be terrible. So we got 185, 192. It's just a big old jump then. And I really don't want like a massive tractor. And these are just big jump in price again. So don't really want to go for like the 9. I mean, it's gorgeous, isn't it? But like, it's just gonna be too big around on this map, I think. That really sucks. So we're gonna take the price to, if we go BKTs with wheel weights, just adding on 55 grand, taking us to 247. Oh, what a nightmare. What a nightmare. Whereas the class would only take us to, let's have a look with wheel weights. 235 is not really much in it, is there? 234. And the only argument would be is if we went straight in there, it's not really a massive amount of difference, is it? It sits at 285. I just think that would just be too big. I just don't think this massive tractor would be a great shouter on these parts, but maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. How much would it be on a higher purchase for the beast? I mean, look at the monthly costs on that. Holy cow. Oh my god, what have I done? I thought I'd get it for a bit less than that. Oh no. I have made a mistake. No. Front and back, no plate. Higher purchase. If I put 50 grand down, so we can get it for £2,500 a month for that one. Coming in at 247, or whoops, no, don't do that. Or we go oh, 2,600. I really don't know what to do. Total cost 290. Ay. I mean, we may as well pay it as much as we can and use the baler, get that contract. I think that's dropped that in the sheep. Oh, because I forgot to turn the shop off. You know what's going to happen. That let's turn the shop off. Whoa! Don't pick that up, mate. Blimey, what's going on here? Why are all my mods engaged? That 8S is going to pop up in the shop any second, and you just know it. You just know it's going to happen. Why aren't you opening then? Open door, closed door. Why aren't you working? It's interesting. Let's just try that one more time. Why is that mod not doing what it's meant to do? Wants me to use the mouse, but I've changed the code on it. So, that's interesting that it doesn't work with this tractor. How strange. Well, there we are. We are the proud owners of a brand new Massey Ferguson large, and it's actually interesting to see what its engine is starting. Yes, it is. Is it going to be too big for our farm? Let me know in the comments. Have I been a moron and just financially crippled myself for no reason? But it's fun, isn't it? It's a bit of fun. So we can, of course, we're going to go and sell the other mower, so we'll get a couple of quid for that. That'll help. We'll do this contract and that'll help. So I can start sort of paying off some of those monthly payments, at least, which would be a big help. Right, there we go. We can now start driving this at a decent pace. Right, may as well leave this open because the sheep aren't out yet. So I'll grab the mower, take that up to the shop, get that sold, and then I'll grab the, should I just grab the baler right now and just go and get that job started, and then I'll sell the mower off camera, can't I? Where is baler? Baler gone? There she be. I don't think I've ever owned the 9S, which is interesting. So that is a new experience for me. I do like the Massies, I gotta be fair, and obviously Scroft's Farmhand series. We saw that this week with him getting, or was it last week when he when they're talking about, we had Jerry visiting the farm, and they were going to go and get the Massey. So right, I'm going to call it a day there, guys, because I have been recording now according to this for 46 minutes. I think 15 of that was probably me faffing at the start, but then I know I've got at least 20 minutes of me talking before the cut from yesterday's episode. So a lot of chat, not massive amounts of fun and games for you to watch farming wise, but we've moved into March, which is good. I will get the baling contract done. I can't remember where it was now. Over in Wells, was it? No, can't be right. Where's my contract? Oh, hang on, idiot. There it is. So it is Wells, so we'll accept the contract. There we go, which is the same field we did before, wasn't it, if I remember rightly? So I'll go and do that now and get that sorted, get a couple of quid in the back pocket, and then I will also off camera go and sell our mower. And next episode we'll move into April. Hopefully we'll have some sheep who I will remember to feed and not murder, which is quite tragic, really. How many have we got? Have we had some babies? Oh look, we have. Oh, hang on, you can't go without coming and see the babies. Hang on a minute. How many we got? 24! Hey! Hello, little ones. I promise to feed you. And I promise not to sell your parents for lamb chops anytime soon, but I may sell you when you grow up a little bit. So there we go. We shall call it a day there. For, as I mentioned previously, if you already a member, thank you. Your support means everything to me. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. We are only, I think, 18 subs from hitting 2,000, which is mind-blowing. So, yeah, if you haven't already done it, please give the video a like and a subscribe. It really makes the difference to me and really, really helps the channel out. Thank you to all of you who do already subscribe, who are on Discord, who are talking to me, who are constantly helping me, keeping me honest, keeping me pushing forward. Thank you. And until next time, be happy, stay safe, and we will speak again soon. Take care.